Preposition number one this week is the preposition in, something that goes on in. It expresses the situation of something that appears to be enclosed or surrounded by something else. And I want to talk about what's going on inside of you, inside of me. My biggest battle is between the outer edges of my two ears. That's where the trouble is. I'd like to think that the trouble's over there, and that the blockages and the mountains and the hills and the valleys and the difficulties out there. But it's really what goes on inside of me in my relationships. I have always been struck by the personal nature of what the Apostle Paul says in Romans chapter 7, where he's saying, I can't get myself to do what I need to do, and I do the things that I don't want to do, and it's a struggle. Life is a struggle in me, and it's not what happens to me so much as what happens in me that expresses itself out into the rest of the world, where I think of myself as what is what happens for my own sense of completion or failure or pleasure or whatever happens. The examination score that I get in life, in school, you'd pass in a paper, and then later the paper would come back and you'd look at your mark. You might look at the few people around you with their marks, but it was your mark that counted because it expressed what was going on in you. The mark is not the issue. What was the issue was how hard you worked at it before you got the score. The score happened because of what the work that you put in the situation. I was not a very good student when I was in school because I didn't understand that it was all about the discipline of what needed to happen in me. I'm more intelligent than the average person, and therefore I found it easy to get by, and all that mattered to me was if I could get that C plus or B minus, it was good enough because it put me on to the next phase. And I didn't realize as a young person, and nobody really taught me this, that what was going on in me was the development of disciplines I would need for life. And I so much recognize now what didn't happen then I had to play catch up with in the September of my life. And I'm working at that still. And I hope that you're working at it now. Think about what is going on in you. Doesn't matter what the other guy thinks, but it matters what's going on in you.